Hey guys, sitting here 11:30 at night after the meet and the day and the after party and then the after party and then the after party. I'm just kidding, only one after party. I'm old. I can't do more than one. As you can tell, my voice is pretty much gone. Um, my wife's voice is pretty much gone. Um, just talking about the meet real quick. Um, you know, Obviously, it was pure insanity. There's 1,140 lifters here this weekend, and I think in the 93 kilo class there was over 170. So overall, I was really pleased with my performance, especially considering um, I was a little bit. I don't want to say unconfident, but just based on the back injury I dealt with 2 weeks out, and then my squats just weren't feeling real great leading up to the meet, and it didn't hit a PR in squat, but 300 kilos, I'll take that. It's the second highest weight I've ever squatted. So, to not be at your absolute peak and hit that, I was very happy. And then bench felt really good today. Hit 381 on my second, and we went 391 on my third. I really pushed Ben for 397 or 402, but um, I think I'll have to earn his trust back on bench after missing at the Arnold. But I understand why he made the call he did. It's better to hit something and leave a little bit in the tank than miss something and now you're stuck with your second. So, um, it was the right call and it worked out. So then on deadlift, tied my meet PR of 711 and ended up with a 1763 total, which is a meet PR for me, and a Wilks PR. Wilks was 506. So I think that kind of highlights how we can get caught up in really chasing individual lift PRs, and they're not always going to be there, especially once you get to like a pretty high level, um, or you've been lifting long enough. You're just not going to PR every meet. It's just not going to happen. And so I didn't PR in any one lift. I tied a couple PRs, but I didn't PR in any one lift, and I still managed a total PR. So that's a win. That's a win. And I knew coming in. I mean, I want to win. I'm a fierce competitor, but I also know I'm not going to put 200 pounds on my total out of nowhere. And so I knew that if Jesse came in, the only way I'd be able to beat him is if basically he bombed out. And obviously that didn't happen. He came and hit his lifts and won very handedly. And, tip of the cap to him. He's uh, ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So it was interesting though, getting ready for the meet. I had some people on Twitter say, "Why are you even doing the meet? Jesse Norris is going to be there." And I kind of went off on a rant about it because it's mind blowing to me. If you only do competitions, you can win. You're a coward, and if I didn't want to do nationals, like if I didn't have a fire for it, I just wouldn't have done it. But I wanted to do it, and I wanted to qualify for Worlds, and hopefully I will qualify for Worlds based on Wilks. I obviously won't get the automatic invite because I didn't win my class, but hopefully I'll get an invite based on Wilks. But if maybe, and I knew going in, like maybe it's impossible for me to beat him. Maybe no matter what I do, I can't beat him. Even if I hit the absolute best day I possibly could have, like PR squat, PR bench, PR deadlift. If he hits his lifts, I'm not going to catch him, and that's not me beating myself up. That's just the facts. That's the empirical data. But that will be decided on the platform, not because I didn't freaking show up. Uh, that's disrespectful to Jesse, disrespectful to the USAPL, disrespectful to people like Ellis McLean, Garrett Bailey, all the other great lifters, and most importantly, disrespectful to myself. So, just because I don't know I'm going to win, no, I'm still going to show up. Okay, I'm still going to do what I do. And so I was pleased with my performance. I really like to hit an 1,800 pound total at some point, but I'll take a 5 pound PR total at this point. Lifting as long as I have, the gains come slow. So all things considered, I was very happy with it, and happy for Jesse. Like I said, he's a beast. You forget that he's so young. He won juniors too, which is almost like not fair. Um, and so, I'm pretty sure that he would win 231s even. So pretty amazing showing by him. And the judging today was really, really, really strict. I know Jesse's some of his squats were pretty controversial in terms of people thought they were good squats. I'll be honest, I thought his third squat was good. I thought it was a good lift, but you know, um, they were also hard on other guys. Ellis McLean, Ryan Doris got a red light that I was like, what the heck was that red light for? I got a red light on my second deadlift where I was like, okay, wasn't exactly sure what it was, and you know, so they're hard on everybody. That's the USAPL. They're very 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 strict, and they're going to make you execute at a high level, and so I think people don't understand. I made a post a while back about how it's different. It's just people who haven't done a national or international meet with the IPF don't understand. It's just different. You kind of have to, whatever you've done in the gym, whatever you've done at a local meet, you got to throw that out. It's different. Not only do you have to be strong, you have to execute. People don't understand this. It's not just about being strong. It's about who's the best power lifter. You got to do it clean. If you have any kind of hitch in your deadlift, if that bar moves up and down, like you don't lock your shoulders back, you don't lock your knees perfectly, you don't follow the commands perfectly, they're gonna red light you. And people will say, well, they're not lifter friendly, whatever. Whatever. If you want to make that argument, that's fine. But at the end of the day, they're usually pretty consistent with it. So, um, you know, you just got to execute at a high level, and that's difficult to do. It's hard enough to lift heavy weights. It's even harder to do that and make it smooth and be under control. So, you know, I think that sometimes we can go too far in that direction. But again, at least they're consistent. And, I think if anything has shown this, that the best competition is IPF USPPL. I'm not a IPF zealot. There are things they do that I don't agree with, but overall, it's hard to argue that the best competition isn't here. So that's why I continue to compete there, and that's why I enjoy competing there, because everything's on a high level. So it's pretty awesome. If you never get a chance, do one. I think you'll see what I mean. And so, on a side note, I really wanted to see Ellis McLean hit that 500-pound bench. Ellis is a friggin' great guy. Even though if he hits that 500-pound bench, it makes my job getting second a lot harder. But I thought he had it, man. That guy's a beast. He's so tough. He's a beast. I love competing with him. And then, obviously, shout out to the rest of Team DeNovo, who did awesome. My buddy Ryan Doris going 9 for 9, his first national meet. That's incredible. Um, Taylor Atwood, Keith Mahoney. Like, there was just a lot of people that did really well. Katie Rutherford, she did awesome. Maggie Kuhn. Just a really strong showing. I think it really speaks to Ben and Brad just doing an excellent job at a tip selection for the lifters, and cannot thank them enough, and cannot give those guys enough props. So I'll have full videos up soon, but I want to do a quick summary real quick, and now I'm going to go to sleep. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.